Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jocelyn, or is most commonly Joss, and on my channel I like to create lifestyle videos as well as gym and fitness content. And as you can see, we are in the gym right now, so I just thought it'd be fun to take you guys with me on a mic'd up workout. And it's Saturday, so you already know we're doing back and biceps today. And since it's Saturday, my gym is super low-key on Saturday and Sundays at around this time. It's like 9 p.m. and so I just love it. I have like this entire like little corner to myself, and so I just feel like I could take up way more space than usual. So I just thought it'd be fun to take you guys with me on a typical back and biceps workout that I do. So today's fit is some dirty ass Vans, and then we got the titanium Alphalete leggings with just a dark sport pump cover, you already know, and then just a Gymshark sports bra, which I did cut into a halter top, which you guys will probably see later because I usually end up taking my pump cover off anyway because back gains are just chef's kiss. So let's have fun with it and get right into it. So typically I do start out with some pull-ups as just like a warm-up. I think it's personal preference as to when you like to incorporate pull-ups. Some people like to do it at the end for a burnout. Some people like to do it in the middle, but typically I will start with them as a warm-up just to get my blood flowing and my back and biceps activated. Now I typically do 3 to 4 sets of these just to warm up, just depending on how I'm feeling, but I will do them as many reps as possible, or until failure, or you feel you can't do anymore, / you can't pull yourself up anymore. Next, we're gonna be doing some bent over barbell rows. I would say pull-ups, bent over rows, and lat pull downs I do every single back day without fail, just because they are really good, reliable back exercises that I have seen a lot of progress with, so I will continue to do them until they fail me. We're just gonna warm up with the bar. I typically do kind of like a shoulder width stance with my feet, and then I will grab shoulder width apart too, or slightly wider than shoulder width, and then I want to roll my shoulders back and have my lats activated when I go to pull up the bar. And then I just want to take just a step or two back, not to exhaust too much of my energy, and then kind of think of it as like an RDL. So you want to kind of hinge at the hips on the way down, and you're gonna row like towards your belly button. Super important not to use any momentum when bringing the bar up, because again, you want your back to do all the work. You don't want to be like this. That's not going to help you. So you just want it to have nice and controlled. And then slowly come back up. And that's it. Also, to reference when I'm talking about sets, I'm not including my warm-up set into that. So when I say I'm doing 3 or 4 sets, I'm actually doing 3 or 4 working sets. And so then that'll mean I'm doing 4 or 5 depending on how many warm-up sets I'm doing. But I'm not counting my warm-up set at all when I'm talking about sets. So for my warm-up set, I think I'm just gonna start off with these 10s. And so with bent over rows, I typically try to aim for about 12 to 15 reps, especially for my warm-up. I will probably do around 15. And then as I go up in my sets, I will increase the weight slightly, but my reps will go down, just because I do want to focus on progressive overload. So again, shoulder width apart for your feet, slightly wider grip, up, 1, 2, down. And then you want to brace your core at all times as well. hip hinge, and then slowly bring it back. Alright, I'm going into my second working set with this weight and still aiming for about 12 reps. This is the last working set, and then we're moving on. All right, next we're doing the trusty old lat pull downs, and for these I am using just like the typical wide bar for lat pull downs, just because my gym doesn't have like the nice ones that are like neutral grip like this. I wish we did, but I'm just gonna use this because it works all the same, and I'm just gonna have a wider grip. And so with these, you and your lats activated, shoulders rolled back and down, and as you come down, so you don't want to lean, so you don't want to like be swinging the weight like this. You want it to be nice and controlled. And I just have a slight lean. There's nothing wrong with that. And then you kind of want to think like you're bringing your elbows to like your sides. That is like a great cue for me. And then you also want to make sure you're going all the way up, so your lats are always activated. And so you're not doing like this. Like that's not a rep. It's gonna up the weight a little bit for our first working set. And for lat pull downs, I typically do 12 to 15 reps. And then as I increase the weight, I will lower the rep range. So probably like 8 to 10. Alright, next we're going to do another version of a pull down or lat pull down, but we're going to have a close grip instead, and I like to use this fancy dancy attachment that my gym has, because you're going to hold it like this, and you can actually, this attachment just lets you get more of a full range of motion when you're coming down, instead of like the other ones that are like this, and I just don't feel it as much in my back as I do with this attachment right here. And I actually like it a lot. Some people don't prefer these type of pull downs, but I think they're great for the, again, just like a close grip lat pull down. So for these, again, I'm gonna have a slight kind of lean back when I go down. And then as you can see, I can fully have a range of motion when I come back down. And just like the lat pull downs, you want to go all the way up as a full rep to come back down. Ooh, that went up a little faster than I thought it was going to. So for these specific ones, I'm aiming for around 3 to 4 working sets as well, and then I'm doing a challenging weight for myself and aiming for about 8 to 10 reps each time. these are also great because you start to feel them in your biceps too. Okay, I really hope you guys can hear me over the loud music that's playing right now. But next we're gonna do a bicep movement, and we're actually going to be supersetting some alternating bicep curls and then straight into hammer curls with both arms at the same time. This has been one of my go-to bicep movements or supersets because I really can feel that burn just everywhere in my bicep. So for these, you want to grab a challenging weight, but also you want to make sure you grab a weight that you can control, because you don't want to be using a lot of momentum with helping to get the weight up. So with this superset, I will do 10 to 12 alternating bicep curls with each arm, and then I will go straight into hammer curls for 10 to 12. I do grab just a slightly lower weight for the hammer curls, just because you're gonna really feel the freaking burn. Oh my God. Also forgot to say, but since this is my main bicep movement, I am doing 4 sets of these. Oh my God, dude. Like, oh, we are on our last and final movement for today. And these are actually have become one of my favorite back exercises to end with, especially. And they're just high rows, and I like to do them alternating arms. I'm just gonna move this seat up a little bit. There we go. And just like lat pull downs, you completely go all the way up to feel the stretch in your lats, and then you wanna pull it back. Nice, slow and control as always. And then, depending on how I'm feeling, I usually do 3 working sets with these. I also think it's important to note that just to take a few seconds, like 20 seconds in between each arm that you do, just give yourself a chance to catch up with your breaths and then go in with your other arm. And I usually aim for about 8 to 10 reps with these on each arm. I need to go to bed. I'm tired.